Hello, hello. This is a Taurus video. Happy Taurus season. Yes, it is still Taurus season and not Gemini season, because if we're going to start on 420, we're going to end on 520. You're not taking that from us, okay? Done. Not a conversation. Don't care. Don't care. Prove me wrong. Don't care. It's fine. It's still Taurus season. All right. I'm making the best of it. Personally, I had a fairly rough Taurus season, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Maybe a lot of us did. I think maybe we were hoping that our money was gonna come in, right? Because we've been struggling back and forth on being careful with how to manifest money and working and not stressing and getting more rest. And, I think as good as it was for us to do these things, because it's in our nature to do so, right? I think it really put us behind. I really do. Yeah. So, yeah. It's also, okay, so here's the Princess of Wands. Things are taking an emotional toll as well. And honestly, of course these things go hand in hand. Nobody's gonna feel great when they're just like, well, actually, no. Some people feel fucking great no matter what. It is all in the mindset, okay? So here's the Empress energy coming up, which I find very earthy. Three of Swords, sorrow. We're not really feeling connected to that right now. It's so weird. I was not, these readings, when I do Taurus readings, they're not always super personal for me, because I'm still reading for like everyone, and I can't just be so biased as to give myself a personal reading on behalf of all of us, right? Just because I'm Taurus. But this honestly feels really fucking personal right now, where yes, that describes it so well. Like, emotionally, I am trying to grow, but I'm being stunted by the fact that I'm broke. And as much as I want to sit at my throne and have this Empress energy be on some grown woman shit, I'm sad because I don't have that, right? It's chaos all the time. And now we're moving into Gemini season, and it's like, damn, dude, I was supposed to get my ducks in a row this Taurus season, and now I'm just trying to get my ducks to the fucking pond. Fuck the row. What do I... Just get here, all right? Where are the ducks? Where are the ducks? Where are the ducks, okay? Four of Discs power. So, all right. We have what we need, okay? Probably got food, probably got family, probably got savings, probably got home, right? Three of Wands, virtue. We are staying true to ourselves here. The only reason that we are struggling is because we refuse to bend on our own convictions. And I personally don't see anything wrong with that, but of course, I reap those consequences, don't I? But here's the thing. Emotionally depleted, not doing well, physically working on it for sure. I see this Prince of Cups down here, and while I do often think of the Prince of Cups as like a baby, it's also really about mindset. And I briefly brought that up in the earlier in the video, where some people get miserable when they don't have their needs met, and some people keep a positive attitude no matter what. It's crazy. It's like, I want to be one of those people, and a lot of times I am very hopeful. Jesus, this is a messy reading. I should stop shuffling, but it's really flowing. Like, it's really flowing. Wow. I gotta put the deck down. Holy shit. And I see Two of Discs change and the Tower. Ooh, and completion. Those are just the three cards. And then what's that? Oppression. Yo, y'all. You know what those cards mean to me? Especially because they're so spread out, but they were so distinctly in view here. Change. Wasn't it? Wait, was it? It was the Tower, but now I'm seeing death. I don't know where the Tower went, but honestly, there it is. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna bring this up because it seems weird, right? I don't even know you. This is a YouTube. It's awkward. But my friend died a couple weeks ago, and it was it happened while I was doing the readings that I posted, but I didn't know. I didn't know until after. He was a Scorpio. Death card is Scorpio. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I saw that and I was like, you know what? Yeah, that was a bit of a tower moment for me. It was hard. It still is. I hear. Oh my gosh, the energy's crazy too. But that being said, I think revisiting those readings with that in mind, thinking of maybe a loved one that you've lost, or if that happened to any other Tauruses recently, it was a theme in all of the videos I did. I had that. You'll have to go watch it if you didn't see it. This is sort of a continuation / follow up. I got the call at the very end of the Pisces video, and in the moment I saw how much I was being called, like on the phone. I knew something was wrong. Like I knew someone, just didn't know who. And to look back at it, insane. Why am I telling you? I don't know, except for that maybe he just comes up. And I think that it could be, I think the lesson here, right? This Ten of Wands in the midst of the Tower and the Two of Discs, which is change, and this Four Wands completion over here, okay? There's cards everywhere, by the way. It's kind of hilarious. But, oh my god, the Hierophant. Yeah, I gotta stop shuffling the cards, but I don't want to put them down. That's the thing. Sometimes when I channel messages, I just like to shuffle the cards, just as a way to keep my body distracted enough to allow things to come through freely. And I feel like this is really a wrap right now. But I gotta put the deck down because we have cards to read. Just know I'm feeling good. Also, I'll still honor $10 off Taurus readings pretty much through Gemini season if you want, just because squad. And I don't even remember if I mentioned it in the last one. So hit me with I'm late to everything too, and I will honor $10 off any reading for you. Okay. We have the Six of Cups, pleasure. Next to the Four of Cups, luxury. Okay. I feel like there's kind of like two sides to us, okay? It's very interesting, and I'm going to show you in a second, but then we have the Prince of Cups, and I kind of briefly brought it up. But this is about perspective. It's about becoming one of those people who can be happy no matter what. And it's like, it's not that material things make me happy. It's just that when I'm unhappy or depressed, right? Like actual depression, nothing can make me happy, you know? And so I'm personally working on a better mindset on my good days, a stronger, more secure, more thorough mindset, even though I am pretty, like I said, I'm pretty positive, I'm very hopeful, and I try to see the best in situations, even if I can't always see the best in people, and that's something I'm working on too, right? Like I'm not a hater. Okay, Doris. But really though, like I have a lot of like instinctual reactions, and we are ruled by the throat. We are the throat for the zodiac, okay? So while you may remember that time an Aries stared you down, you probably remember something a Taurus said in the same way that you remember the way a Gemini felt, and so on, right? We say some shit, and we say it off rip. We say it without hesitation, without thinking, filtration, not even a thing, right? I don't necessarily want to be that way because I think it's a hindrance to the overall energy. I think it really is something that we sort of love, but it's time that we recognize the flaws in these things as well. Because we're very emotionally intelligent. We are very, again, strongly convicted, and I don't want to say moral, because when you really look at a list of Tauruses, this is not, we're not going to use the word moral, but have values and virtue, okay? And there is a little bit of an innocence, at least to me. We have Four Swords. I really got to show you the spread. I feel like it's not making sense until you see it, even though I showed you all the cards. Okay, I'm just here. That's so awkward. See how this is like a stack? But to me, it looks like two distinct kind of like sides, right? This is the light side. This is the good stuff. This is like the emotional journey that leads to our stability and our success. Yes? And then on this side is a little darker. It starts with being fucking broke, being fucking sad, knowing you have enough, but not really having that mindset, making peace with the fact that that's who you are and complaining about it. It's just not it. It's gotta be this, okay, Taurus? Actually, I take that back. It don't gotta be that. But honestly, you can't expect much if you're not willing to try. Here I have the reverse Lovers, the reverse Magus, and the reverse Ten of Discs. That's horrible. This is the worst thing I've seen all day. That's probably not true, because fucking free Palestine, I don't want to hear it. But this is a terrible combo. All in reverse. The Lovers, the Magus, the Wealth. You're saying my relationship, my manifestations, and my money are not? Yikes. Well, what do I need to do to change that, Taurus? What do we need to do here? Because that's a hot mess. Truly. And it resonates with the dark side, right? And truthfully, I don't like using dark and light as terms for good and evil necessarily, and I am referring more to an evilness, because again, if you really like Taurus, it's not a good lineup. It's just, we don't have the best. The best, worst people of all time. Yeah, we nailed it. But it's we have a certain kind of wickedness, even though also Tauruses are so loving, loyal, caring, motherly, nurturing, etc. Also evil as fuck. So when you dip in or give in to this evilness, to this evil side, you end up with fucking nothing. That's it. That's it. You lose everything the more you succumb to this mindset. And it's hard, because part of me wants to be logical and say there's more to life than the way you think. But my emotional side, my spiritual side knows. Change your mind, change your life. Right? It's about finding the balance. But at this point, we're trying to do both. That's what this little pyramid scheme was about. But this, okay, it can't happen that way. Because what's under the table here? I don't know if you saw. Might as well show you the floor if I already showed you the table. The table's clear, right? Check it out. Yeah, there's cards fucking everywhere. Yeah, right? I'm gonna read them. It's Taurus season. Happy birthday, everybody! Happy birthday! Like, I love it. I don't care. I'm doing a bonus reading for Virgo too, if you want to cross watch, get more earth energy in you. But yeah, so on this side, this is the thing, everything on the table is to the right with this evilness, and then everything on the floor is on the left with this goodness, right? And here's the thing. Sorry, I keep moving the camera, and it's all about eye contact. Here's the thing. The good stuff is on the floor because it's a lot further out of reach. It's like you are this fucking close to losing everything with this bad fucking attitude. Okay? And that's coming from not only a Taurus, but someone with whatever acronym you want to give me. I've probably gotten it before, okay? When it comes to mental health, that sounds chaotic. Way more chaotic than it is. But I'm just saying, up here. So, what's this? When you, reverse 6 of disc is really just nailing in this good and evil narrative. The only reason, by the way, just to circle back, the only reason I initially used light and dark is because the actual cards themselves, it was like the warm colors on one side and the cool colors on the other side, the bright reds and oranges versus the dark blues and grays. So it wasn't meant, I really, the darkness for me is a loving place. It's where I recharge. It's where I can be myself and connect with all of existence and really find my power, get back to my roots and revisit the womb. Like, I love the darkness. So I personally never associate darkness with evil. And like, it's probably one of the worst, most misused or misconstrued phrases, I think. Like, why do you associate dark with evil? This is a little bit of a rant, and I should really reel it in and get back to the readings, but it's just something to consider, right? Just language. Because it's what we're talking about. It's all these little things, all these little bad habits, these little fuck it moments, these little like, I don't care, I'm not putting in the effort anymore, I'm broke, I'm miserable, I'm done. And then, yeah, of course you feel like like you can't win. And then, okay, so we have the Princess of Cups and the Magus together on its side, right? So if you let them go, if you let go of this willingness to improve your mindset, right? If you go from the prince to the reverse princess of cups, that's a rut. That is not the move. And then you lose out on these manifestations. That's twice that happens. Everything you've been working on is going to go out the window if you don't get your fucking attitude together, Taurus. Sorry, I think that the first reading I did this Taurus season for Taurus was like, okay, actually, I don't remember it being super harsh. And this one feels way more harsh because it is serious and we are running out of time. And like myself, I know many of you, if not all of you, are truly working on yourselves. I know that. From the bottom of my heart, I know that. But it's time that we obsess about it. This might be a Leo that's trying to come back in, and that's why it's on the floor, even though it's on the right side and all the other right side cards were on the table. The Leo is still kind of far away, but Leo's also lust, so it could be physical romance that you're craving. Not going to get that anytime soon if you act like this, if you are this person, right? And it can also just be obsession. And so the obsession needs to be shifted to us and improving ourselves, improving this, improving this, improving this, improving. We are heart chakra. We need to be healing, and it's so strange because I feel like I'm doing all this inner work and I'm doing the healing on a personal level, an internal level, and a universal way. Okay, I'm visualizing a lot. I'm feeling whole. I'm feeling deeply good. And then I interact with people. Is it just me? Am I just terrible? Or is that just why we're better off on our own? Because it's just like as soon as you come at me, it's just like, no, you're fucking with my vibe, you're fucking with my energy, you're fucking with my work, like I can't. No. And then you hurt people. Not even on purpose, but just like, sorry, I'm sorry, I don't tolerate bullshit. What? It's always like that for me. So it's just something where it's getting pretty bad. It's getting pretty out of control. Enough about that. This is going to be a long ass reading. This was already 20 minutes. But it's our birthday and we deserve it. Okay? So, again, with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, you're so stuck in your ways, Taurus. But let's split it. Maybe? Or 9 of Cups happiness. It wasn't really a split. Oh, Two of Wands, a minion. Let's move on to the next side. This one's going to be more positive because we need to hear solutions. All right, we got him. Not okay. No, you don't have to fucking beat me the fuck down like that, woman. Like, no. Right, but let's move on. Let's see the good stuff. So Princess of Wands is addressing these things. Like, maybe, even though we're emotionally intelligent and we can read a room and we're really good with people, at the same time, big comforters, big, like, empathizers, very understanding. At the same time, I am the best friend that any of my friends have ever had. I'm also mean and horrible and hard to deal with. It's a balance, and this might be a little bit of that Gemini energy starting to come through, and I think that's an underrated quality of Taurus, because I do think all the signs are similar to their neighboring signs because they share a month. There's so many ways to cut time and dissect a moment. Okay, and so I think being in the same star sign is one thing, and being in the same month is another thing. Even if it doesn't actually mean much, like the calendar year, it's still that we all get categorized together. It's still certain weather patterns. Okay, so I think we're a little more like Gemini than people realize, because a lot of people don't know Geminis that well, and a lot of people hopefully don't know Taurus that well either. Gemini personalities are a little more fun, a little more entertaining, exciting, even if they're a little more chaotic. It's just a little more lighthearted, even though it's like higher volume, more noticeable, more not intense, drastic is the word I was looking for. Taurus is like that too, though, and I'm not even a May Taurus buff. There's a reason I love Geminis. I am covered in Geminis at all times. I'm hyped for Gemini season, but we have to make sure that we're ready for it. Taurus season wasn't ours. It wasn't it, and that's okay. We'll have next year. And I still enjoyed it and still got a lot done, but I've had better Taurus seasons for sure. Like this, and of course, like R.I.P. to my sweet Danny, but it just didn't go as planned, and that's okay. I think Earth signs are all pretty notorious for being big planners, big schedulers, big like on the money types, but how to say, I'm terrible at planning. I love to pick what we're doing, to organize, to arrange and coordinate, but planning, scheduling, timing, all that is just like not my thing. And so when things don't go according to plan, I truly can't be surprised. How and why would I be surprised? I don't know if this is a common Taurus trait. I have an Aquarius moon, so I feel like that's where a lot of that kind of stuff comes in, and that's half the relatability I have to Gemini is the air influence, but I stand by what I said. Anyways, Princess of Wands, she's on an emotional journey. Three of Wands, virtue, a little bit of like an innocence kind of thing, but staying true to you. The Empress, sitting on your throne, dipping your toes into that earth energy, because I don't care what anybody says. Again, the neighbors of the zodiac, I think those are so underrated. I feel like people always talk about sister signs and elements and whatever the fucking modulates, or not an astrologer. If the Emperor is Aries, I feel like the Empress is Taurus. In a way, even though we're the Hierophant. It's like Taurus women, It is a little aquatic, I'm not gonna lie. She does kind of give mermaid vibes, but Empress, that's Taurus energy all day. I don't care. That's just something I decided. So we love to see it. We got both our Taurus cards. We got the Hierophant and the Empress, because that is us trying to find our balance between our masculine side and our feminine side. Something comes along, disrupts everything you've got going on, and that's when you find it. when you add 4 and 6, it's 10. 10 is satiety. It's having everything. So luxury and pleasure together. That's it, baby. That's where we want to be. It's time to take those steps forward. It's time to, first of all, recognize and reconcile with the fact that that's who you are. It's who we all are, truly. I love it in a way. I love that we have this little secret of like being evil geniuses. It's not always a secret. Somebody told me I was an evil genius, and I was like, what? No. Me? An evil genius? No. What are you talking about? Okay. We love it. But it's just time. It's time. We need to fix our lives. Alright. These are face down and upside down. My goodness. Bring them all up. This is the future. This is the future. Oh, get into this plan. Okay, so like I said, we did the whole right side thing, the evilness, the wickedness. Now we're doing the left side thing, the lightness. I'm not gonna lie. The things that are face up maybe aren't even like the best things, but at the same time, we don't know. There's a lot of reverse cards. I don't know how that's gonna look either. But this card right here, which I don't want to peek at, this is gonna be really important. This is this is make or break right here. This is the final card. Okay. So in the meantime, we have the reverse Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands strife. This could mean two things. This could mean one. It's not one of two things. It's like anything. So where we left off with the pyramid, right? So to speak, is the luxury and pleasure together. The 4 plus 6 sort of 10 of cups. That's a good thing. That's like being on the upswing finally. And we were coming from the beginning, 7 of discs, which is failure. So we love a glow up. To see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is interesting to me because the Wheel of Fortune turns regardless. And it doesn't always necessarily turn in your favor. If you are already very favorable and you get that Wheel of Fortune, it could be foreboding. It could be your situation's about to change. And if it's going to change, doesn't necessarily mean it's in the best way, because it's a circle. It's not a hill. It's not a upward motion. It's a motion. You know? So if you're here and it turns, you're here. You know what I'm saying? In reverse, maybe we're going to keep that situation. We're going to keep that luxury and that pleasure. Ace of Wands, emotionally getting a fucking grip. And to go with it, the Five of Wands, strife. Here's the thing, too, with the Five of Wands. I'm not crazy about that card for obvious reasons. It's strife. It's kind of in between, right in the middle. You know, like, just not a great card. In this scenario, because we were coming from seeing that Ten of Wands and having all this, like, dark, I don't want to say dark, having all this evil energy on the table presenting and representing us. To see the Five of Wands, for me, feels more like getting it together, bringing it back in, okay? So, I like it. I think it's a decent place to be, at least, you know? So now we gotta tackle this beast of all these face down cards. Reverse Nine of Swords, okay? This is the power of a positive attitude, Taurus. Trust me, I understand wanting to be bitter. I sometimes just think it for no reason, or it's like, why not just be bitter and fucking hate everything? And it's funny. I don't care. Self-deprecating humor's always been a fucking crutch, right? We're done with that. We are fucking done with that. We are done torturing ourselves. We are done talking down to ourselves. We are done being in turmoil. Okay? Letting it go. There it goes. It's gone. We are not doing that no more. Okay? Love it. Reverse moon. So, here's the thing about the moon card. We just went into the whole dark and light thing, but it is supposed to kind of represent like dark times being over and manifesting through them to get your best possible outcome. So dark as in night, but night as in long night, okay? It also is Pisces. So if some of y'all are going through like a breakup, it's weird that I mentioned the Pisces video, right? Y'all should go check out those videos were crazy, like so cosmic. But if there's a Pisces, y'all maybe broke up or something, like it's for the best. If you're letting go of a Pisces, it's just for the best. Like it is what it is, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do you. There's more sun here also. If there is no Pisces, it's sort of a sunny disposition. 9 of Wands, strength in reverse. So here's the thing about strength. It's good to be strong, obviously. But the thing is, if you have to have strength, that just means there's resilience and resistance and pushback. So it's good. You'd rather be strong than weak if you're going to be in that situation. But to see it in reverse is not to say that you lose strength, but to say that you don't need it. To say that there's not as much resistance. The pushing has come to a halt. Okay? Less energy. Right? Knight of Cups. Reverse Knight of Cups. That's, I feel like maybe some of y'all are going through a breakup with a water sign. Like a Pisces. It could be Scorpio or Cancer, but I'm getting Pisces for sure. And it's so funny because they say Taurus pairs well with Pisces and Cancer, and honestly, can't relate at all. So maybe we've been listening to that for too long and just tried to make people good for us because we're told it's good for us, and we're finally breaking out and saying, hey, this isn't good for me. Like, fuck this, you know? We tolerate a lot of fucking bullshit, Taurus. That's what makes us the way we are. We tolerate so much bullshit. And we get tired. So if you are going through a breakup and you're feeling like it's going to ruin you or something, you are so wrong. It's going to make you. It's going to, everything is up from here. You don't need that person. You don't need that water sign. It could even be a parent. Knight of Cups is very parental for me. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship. It could be, like I said, a family member, especially a father if you're letting go of like a father figure here. But it's for the best. I mean, you're going to see all of the things that we were just yelling about. You're going to see those things improve. And pretty quickly once you get rid of this dude, whoever that Knight of Cups is. Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it. Ace of Swords is great. It's focused. It's knowledgeable. It's precision. Okay. In reverse, I mean, again, it's letting go of the fight. It's relinquishing that fight. It's just saying, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep putting effort into this. I mean, truly, wholly, deeply. That's why y'all are so upset. Is that what this is? Reverse Princess of Discs and reverse Six of Swords. Stop investing in things that you get no return on. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Stop putting time, money, energy, space, self into things that don't work. Period. That's it. That is it. Stop. This is why it feels better to be bitter, because nobody can hurt your feelings if you hurt theirs first, because then at least you know you have it coming. It's like when you are feeling that goodness, when you're feeling like radiating that beautiful Taurus energy that draws people in the first place, when you you know, we're still ruled by Venus. We're not 100% evil dictator, you know? We're also like a god and goddesses, right? Taurus is major goddess energy. Sorry, fellas, but that applies for you too. Just, just saying. Still really wonderful, powerful, great sign. We just, we put ourselves in the wrong situations, and we never know when to give up. We never know when to cut people off. Like, I've blocked maybe 5 people on the internet that I can think of. I can't actually think of 5. I can think of like 2 times, maybe 3 times that I've blocked someone. And you would think we'd be big blockers, but no. I let people show me who they are over and over and over again. I'll set boundaries without just completely shutting you off, because I always give second chances. I am a big believer in change, and I will let you prove yourself to me time and time again. And yes, I will get hurt in the process, but that's who I am. And that's why Tauruses get fed up quick, because it's like, you're just taking advantage of me. And now I'm going to show you why you shouldn't have done that. And that's Taurus. The best and the fucking worst. That's why I ain't got no Taurus friends. I love us, for sure. And, I mean, I'm casual friends with them, but nobody close to me is a Taurus except for my, the little kids in my life, my nieces and nephews. It's crazy, right? But it's true. It's true. It's hard, but it's true. So, we have to stop investing in the wrong things and the wrong people and the wrong jobs or whatever, so that we don't feel depleted by being our good, pure, beautiful, Venusian, I don't care, selves. Right? That's why we backtrack, fall off, and get evil and get even. Okay? We have to break the cycle. It's very obvious what the problem is. It's not very obvious how to fix it. It's gonna take time, and it's gonna take practice. So if you are going through a breakup, good. You're supposed to. I feel like it's really the water signs, though. The thing is, too, the reverse magician and the reverse lovers being on the wrong side rather than the right side, it's like, if you're with an air sign, your bad attitude is going to, especially a Gemini, it's huge Gemini energy, the magician often associated, and the lovers being Gemini, but also just air versus water. Fire and earth partners or people, I feel like they're fine right now. Like, any earth signs in your life and any fire signs in your life maybe aren't the focus. And of course I did mention the cups having that familial tie, so we'll take the elements out of that equation at all. Just like the lovers has the romantic ties, we can take the elements out of that as well. It's really, that's the thing. You're going to lose someone good for you if you keep being bad. And you're going to keep someone bad for you if you can't figure out how to do good. Which is not the same, because trying to be good and being rookie at it is still having the intentions of doing well, just not knowing how. Whereas being bad is like, it's our true nature. Who are we kidding? That's our true nature. Two of Wands again. So that's what I got, Taurus. I feel like that was so much. It's been a minute since I've done a 40-minute reading. I was ready to pull some Halloween oracle, but you gotta come to Patreon for that. My lowest tier is only $333, so consider me, okay? Call it a late birthday present. And my late birthday present to you is $10 off any reading. Just, again, use code word I'm always fucking late too, right? Taurus time. I love you. I love you all so very much. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time, and blessings.